it's Emma here. Today I'm doing something different from my usual Cricut mystery box videos, and I'm actually going to show you how to change the custom settings and your standard settings as well if you need to on your Cricut machines through Design Space. A lot of us have had some issues where we've bought card from different places and the thickness has been different or whatever, and for some reason the Cricut isn't cutting it, or it cuts bits of it, but then you have to put it through again and again just to make sure that it's cut it, especially when you're doing fine details. So I've been playing around a bit and I've discovered how to do it, so I thought I would show you guys in case you haven't worked it out yet or you're new and you want to know how to do it. You can also create your own settings, your own custom settings, so that if you do use a particular project that the Cricut settings aren't very good with, you can set your own so that you don't have to keep doing it over, resetting it over and over again, and it will save it for you. So if you bear with me, I shall change camera angles so you can see what I'm doing, and hopefully it'll be helpful. Okay, so see you in a minute. Okay, so I've already got Design Space open and I've put on a shape. You'll see what I'm going to make with that later. Okay, first things first we need to do is we need to click on the three lines in the top left hand corner, and there will be a drop down menu. Let's do that now. Okay, then you need to click on Manage Custom Settings just here. So let's do that. And if this big box appears, and you must have your machine plugged in and it must be turned on, otherwise it doesn't like it and it won't do anything. Okay, so you get this lovely menu, and on this menu you can see there is paper minus at the top and paper plus and paper, and it's got all the pressures, cut pressure settings, and it's got all the multi-cut settings and what blades to use, etc. So the one I'm looking at right now is paper plus, so the pressure is at 162 and the multi-cut is off, which is fine, but I want to change that. So I'm going to click on Edit, which is on the right hand side here. As you can see, there it is, 162, and you can change this by pressing the up button, or you can leave it as it is. What you can do though is change the multi-cut setting. So you know when we cut things and it doesn't cut, and you say, well, don't take the mat out, just press C again and it'll cut it again. Well, you can eliminate that process if you know that the thing you're cutting is going to need to be cut twice. You can change the custom material settings to cut it twice automatically, so you don't have to keep waiting for it to press C. It'll speed up the process greatly. So I've changed that to paper plus to cut twice. So I'm going to save that, and once it's saved, it is saved. You don't have to change it again unless you want to. Reset it. Now down the bottom of the screen here you've got all the other things like iron on and copy paper and so forth and so on, and photo paper. You get to the bottom and it says add new material. If you click on there, you can add a particular cardstock that you might use, and it might be that you're finding you want to set a specific setting for that thing. So I've done it here where let me draw you a little thing so you can see where I'm talking about. Where is it? Here. Bink. I've created this custom setting for my 225 GMS cardstock that I've been using lately, and I've put the pressure setting at 336, which is quite high, but not as high as fabric, and I've told it to cut twice using the normal standard blade, and it's saved that, so whenever I use this cardstock now I will use that setting, and it will save me so much time from having to keep reloading it every 5 seconds. So there you go. And now I'm going to show you exactly how it's worked by using, if I scroll back up, the Paper Plus settings, which I should point out to you, which the Paper Plus one is here. And I've changed that setting there, so now it's going to cut ×2. And hopefully you'll find this video quite useful, so that if you have settings you need to change or want to change and save, you can do that. Okay, so I'm going to switch camera angles again and show you exactly how it's worked out. Okay, so that's how you change your settings. So just to prove it, I'm now going to go and cut that piece on my Cricut, so bear with me whilst I move the camera, and you can see exactly what it does, that it will cut it twice without you having to tell it to cut it twice. So hopefully I've got this right again. So we are looking back at my Cricut. I need to clean my mat. Ugh, it's scuzzy. Okay, so we have Cricut. It's loaded. It is ready to go. And I can't get you any closer, I'm afraid, because that's as far as the lead will go. Okay. See, one cut wasn't quite making it all the way through. And there you go, it's automatically gone into the second cut. Okay, and I can unload that. And I'll peel this. Ta-da! Look at that, perfect. Now, you'll probably go, why is she using a green mat and not the blue one? There it is. That's because my green mat is quite sticky, but it's stickier than my blue one, and my blue one has lost all its stick. And I haven't had time to rejuvenate it yet. So there you have it. That's how you change your custom settings. So if your card isn't cutting and you need to add more pressure, or you want to tell it to cut it twice automatically so you don't have to keep going back and pressing C every time, that's how you do it. There you go. That's how you change your your settings so that you don't have to tell your Cricut to cut something twice every single time. You can tell it to remember to do it and it will do it for you. And also how you can add new materials and work out what pressure and how many times you need those to cut. Those will take a few practices if it's not a preset thing, but you'll get there. I strongly recommend keeping, when you do cuts that go wrong, and they will, you'll get things wrong, I get things wrong all the time, keep the things that have gone wrong. I mean, that's my first one. When I first tried to cut this design, you can see there, that's the paper I used this before I changed the settings, and it barely cut it. I also had an issue with the writing, but that's okay, I worked that out too. So there you go, that's basically it. And then I'm going to show you what I created today. Yeah, hey, see, first time you get to see one of my makes. Using that paper, and also that paper setting and that paper, and also a black card, which was 225 GMS or whatever it is. And I made this. This is an invitation to an award ceremony type thing. I do need to space my letters out a little bit more, but it's okay, they'll forgive me. And as you see inside, I put my little, printed out my little inserts and stuck that in. And there you go. And the tag, if you're wondering, because I showed you the tag earlier, hey, I did the tag in reverse. And then I layered it with the pearlized paper. And that's their RSVP. And hopefully they'll send them back. So there you have it. One Cricut how-to video done. So I'll see you all soon. See you all on Facebook. Subscribe, follow, do all those things. Just a reminder, I'm not paid by Cricut to do any of this, so when I do my mystery videos I purchase them myself, so don't get them at discounts or anything like that. I pay the same price as you do, and I do plan on doing an August video for the Cricut mystery reveal as soon as it's available to order. So hopefully that won't be too long because it's already the 11th of August, and the last time I looked, which was yesterday, they were still selling the July boxes. I don't get it. I really don't. But never mind. And exciting news, if you live near Evesham in Worcestershire, on somewhere between the 15th and the 18th, I can't remember exactly when, the Crafters Companion store at the Valley, just off the A46 just outside Evesham, is opening a new store. Yay! And they're stocking Cricut. I've already asked them and they said, yes, we will be stocking Cricut items. And the first thing I'm buying is a new set of pens because I need some fine ones. So, see you all soon. Bye!